Paradise Report is recorded in front of a live stadium audience. As such, the use of industrial language is not uncommon. If you're listening in the company of wee innocent ears, turn off now and listen back later. Although, let's face it, half of them could teach us a thing or two about swearing.
Here we go again. We're on the road again. We're on the road again. We're on our way to paradise.
Hail hail and welcome to Paradise Report number 26 on Hail Hail Media. This week, Celtic return to SPL action following the short winter break with two quick-fire matches at home to Hearts and Dundee United. Would the break slow down the momentum that had been built up over the festive period, or would it see Celtic refreshed and ready for the second half of the season? As usual, I was there to find out. Hope you enjoy it. Hail hail, welcome to Celtic Park for the second half of the SPL season. It's 3 PM kick-off against Hearts, following on 2.5 weeks after we played Motherwell in the last SPL game we played here, or anywhere. The big news today, Fraser Forster is out with some sort of small knock. No one's entirely sure what it is, but it does mean a start for Lucas Saluska. In front of him, obviously, is Noefi Ambrose, he's away to the African nations. So we've got Adam Matthews, Michael Lustig, Charlie Mulgrew, Neil Lennon. In midfield we have Scott Brown, Victor Wanyama, Joe Ledley and Georges Samaras, and up front Chris Commons and Gary Hooper. On the bench is under 20 goalkeeper Robbie Thompson. That's a rare appearance for him in the first team squad. The new boy Rami Gershon is here on loan. We also have Dylan McGeoch, Biram Kayal, Thomas Rogner, Lassad, and possibly the most welcome name I've seen in a while, Anthony Stokes. Finally back from injury, so that's good to see. The Hearts team don't have Zaliukas, the captain, because he's suspended. They also don't have the guy who got an own goal for us last time we played them at Tynecastle, Stevenson, that's his name. They've also lost Ryan McGowan, he's away, sold to the Chinese team, but they do have the new signing of Danny Wilson starting for them, the former Rangers youth and was at Liverpool. Now he's been loaned back to Hearts, so see what he's like. He's just in the team just in the last 24 hours, so don't know how well he knows his teammates, but sometimes that does make a difference. As we go on before kick-off, there will be a minute's applause in memory of Sean Fallon, the legend of Celtic who passed away at the age of 90. Of course, he unfurled the flag at the start of this season and was involved in things like the 7-1 game. Obviously, he was Jockstein's assistant for so many years and filled in for him in the year that Jockstein had his car crash. So that's a sad passing through the week, and he'll get a proper tribute later on. Team themselves, current day, are going to have a lot to do. They've got 2 league games coming up in quick succession, with Dundee United coming Tuesday. They also have the League Cup semi-final coming on next Saturday, and then of course there's leftovers the weekend after that. So that's all 3 domestic cups within the next few weeks before we even get to the last 16 game against Juventus, which should be sold out thanks to the queues around the block earlier this week. But lots to look forward to before we get there. Hopefully we'll continue in all 4 cups as long as possible. Right, here come the 2 teams, both are home kits, as you'd expect really. Maroon doesn't clash with green and white, although we have been known to change at Tynecastle. Ian Brines is the referee today. Let's face it, the ref has got to be naff, whoever it was. At least it's not Craig Thompson. Usual is with Hearts. Green Brigade have unveiled our Sean Fallon banner. Well, it might be the Green Brigade, it's the tier up above them. And underneath, just the words, a Celtic great. opposition down the centre circle.
Association with Celtic Football Club dates back over 60 years as a player, assistant manager, and above all as a supporter. He was the man who played more than 250 times for the club and then brought Gemmell, Dalgleish, McGrain, Hay and many others to play their football the Celtic way. And he was Jock Stein's right-hand man and confidant through the glory years. It is our privilege now to show our appreciation of a great Celt and an even greater man with 1 minute of applause.
Celtic to kick off. Let's get cracking. When I got out of sync with all it. Rest in peace, Sean. On at the tail on. I don't just sat down. 1 minute 40 on the clock. 1-0 Celtic. Adam Matthews with a lovely little jink inside. And tried to play the ball through it, broke back to him, which put him in behind. He played it across the foot, the face of goal, and Gary Hooper slid in to score yet again against Hearts. He's just something like a goal a game against Hearts. Well, it's just continued today. Great start for the day. Tell you what, Adam Matthews has got a lot of space down that side. They just had another run down the wing, put a cross in. It looked like it was angling for Samaras at the back post, but Hearts managed to get it clear. It's a corner now, which Matthews will take. Looks like it's too low this time. Hearts can get clear. And then he takes it off, Andy Driver. As Gary puts it back in the mix, but I think Samaras was offside, and it's straight to the goalkeeper. Adam Matthews down the wing is causing all sorts of mayhem for Hearts. We've only played 8 minutes, he's been done again. put a cross in. It was just a little bit too deep for Samaras, but he took a good first touch and then took a shot which was deflected wide. As again, he's just put a crank past the Ledley 1-2 with Chris Commons. Ledley tries to cut it back and doesn't quite get enough on it. And Jamie McDonald can pounce some nice passing to get us into a dangerous position again in Hearts' penalty area. We seem to be in the mood today. It'd be nice if we can convert that mood into goals. 2-0 Celtic. Chris Commons this time creating a bunch of mayhem down that same right hand side that Matthews has been doing. He took a shot because he got himself into such a good position. And McDonald only managed to parry right into the path of Samaras, who couldn't miss. Literally, he's inside the 6-yard box in the centre of the goal. And the goalkeeper is lying to his right hand side. Tap, goal, sorted. Not bad for 12 minutes, 2-0 up. Neil Lennon again there. The defender just managed to hold off Joe Ledley for getting into the penalty area. And they went in for a goal kick. Good banter for the Green Brigade today. Just doing a hold over the Jambos now. And Adam Matthews is away again. Nobody in front of him this time, unfortunately. Hooper was out wide with him. And Samaras was too far away. He pretty much took the shot, so Matthews is causing all sorts of mayhem down that one. Cracking banner on the Green Brigade. Mercer's dream, one team in Edinburgh. Bye bye. I'm not sure that's exactly what Mercer's dream was. Right, we've hit the half hour mark. We're still mainly controlling the game, but we are struggling to keep the ball at times. Some of the passes not quite as crisp as it should be. Still, Hearts haven't really troubled their goal yet, but we're starting to believe a wee bit more. Corner Celtic as the end-to-end chanting starts. It's only half cleared when you're on the edge of the box. They fired that in. Mulgrew managed to get his head to it, but couldn't direct it towards goal. Only managed to direct it wide. If he'd been able to direct that towards goal, he's burst the net with it. I'm not sure if Vic didn't just burst Charlie Mulgrew with it. A wee flick for Gary Hooper there, almost played Chris Commons on the first touch, just wasn't near enough. But pretty good. Still got time. There's a Gary's, just on one inside it. Puts the ball in, Samaras couldn't quite connect to it, and Andy Webster, I think, has managed to get it clear. Celtic just turning the screw a wee bit here. But that was just bizarre. A wee dink through the ball. Hooper got there before Jamie McDonald, who was rushing out his goal for some reason. And Hooper then just never really hit anything on it. When it went sideways and the Hearts defence lined up, it still managed to get to Ledley. He took a first time shot. Unfortunately, had a defender, but that was just weird. And that was fun, just turned their corner into our corner. Well, nice break up apart. Hooper, Wanyama, and then eventually Samaras. Unfortunately, got Samaras a bit wide, and that allowed Hearts to get back. Samaras seems to think the ball's burst, but the referee's happy with it. So Adam Matthews will be taking the corner with it. Brian Spears says he's keeping his eye on something. And it was a short one. I think they were aiming for the edge of the box, but missed, and Hearts going to break. Not one of our better corners, that one. Wanyama stopped that again. Collins plays it to Ledley. Ledley tries to dink it through, doesn't quite make it. Looked like a handball. Nothing given. That's going to bring it forward. There's only a minute left in this half. There was a definite handball there, which he's not given. The guy tried to grab the ball and pull it away from Commons' feet. And our wing with Samaras. He dinks a ball in, but it's named Darrell. And that's lash it clear again. Only as far as Lustig. Takes it under control and plays it out wide to Samaras. Samaras down the line to Matthews, back to Samaras. Tries to put it through, breaks back to Matthews. He gets it to Brunei, who plays it through to Matthews if he can catch it. But as we're on the attack, the ref blows the whistle. It's funny, that only ever seems to happen to us. Every other ref plays on until the attack's finished. And then you get the occasional ref that does it to us. Rarely ever to anyone else. Come on, don't worry. 2-0 up. Zaluska hasn't had a save to make up. Decent 45 minutes. Just checked what I can on Twitter. It's always difficult to get a signal here at this time of the game. But apparently Fraser Forster's out with a neck injury, which if it doesn't clear up might keep him out for a couple of games. So this might not be the only time we see Zaluska in the coming weeks. To be honest, this is easy for him, and the rest of the time he plays it was in that first half. You put me in goal. I should say I don't expect it to be that easy all the time. But I don't expect it to be that easy in the second half. I'd imagine Hearts will have a shot at some point. I'm assuming they're building to something now in the Green Brigade. They've got a banner that just says Tynecastle Stadium on it. I'm not entirely sure what the point is so far. But I think there's another bit of the banner to come. There it is. Hector attacks, man, and a bulldozer. And that's not been applauded, the team are coming back out. Hector's moving along. Knocking the doors down. I thought it was a tear-off bit at the bottom. And we're underway again in the second half. It's not a tear off back the bottom, made that up. Oh, there's a bit behind that. What's behind that when it falls down? Gorgie Flats! And a broken heart of Midlothian crest. And his banners now say Flats, Flats, glorious Flats. Got to have a good wind up. Nearly 3-0. Offside against Hooper. Samaras had worked his way well down the right hand side. Eventually got to the left hand side. It's played in centre. Hooper was there. Not the ball into the net, but the flag went up. This is the other end, I don't know. Just before that, Zaluska actually made his first save of the game. Wasn't exactly a hard one, but it's more than had to do in the first half. We're just about coming up to the hour mark now. Bruni's just had a glorious chance there to make it 3-0. Cracking ball in for Matthews, and he found himself in space. Went for a first time header that he was stretching for. All he did was put it in the stand, unfortunately. Before that, Hooper was offside again. But certainly it looks more likely we'd get a third before they'd get one. But you never know in this. Looking likely, doesn't it, this? I mean, that's what will happen. What a move for Celtic that was, down the wing. With Azagiri, Commons and Samaras and all quick stuff. What a move. Eventual finish with Hooper laying it off. I think it was for Joe Ledley. But McDonald managed to jump across and put it out for a corner, which unfortunately has been a pretty poor corner. But that'd have been a great goal had it finished in the net. Alright, substitution time. Celtic first to blink. It's Joe Ledley's going off for Birham Kyle. That's not bad, we get 65 minutes out of Ledley. He has kind of faded the last sort of 10 minutes or so, and he has been out for a bit. Happy with that. Kyle will be a bit of fresh blood in the midfield. Fresh legs, fresh running. Hopefully give a wee spark. We need to just see it the rest of this game now. And that's how easy it is to get back into this game. Bit of standing off for our defence. Had one of them running at us, and then took a deflection off him, which took Zaluska straight out of the game, and it's now 2-1. And suddenly Hearts are in the game. I mean, that was out of nothing. All we did was stone off him, let him run, and after that, it's a bit of luck in their favour. Now, we really should be out of sight in this game, and now we're no. So that should probably pick Hearts up. He'll come at us even harder now. They've got a sub getting ready. It'd be nice if we could get a third goal very quickly. And finally, on 70 minutes, is the first booking of the game for one of several late challenges there has been. This time it was a Chris Commons, which the referee did play advantage. I'm not sure there wasn't much advantage though, because as usual they take out the support runner. However, Hearts making their sub now. 20 minutes still to go. Plenty of time for Hearts to get an equaliser. Long time for us to try and see out what we've got. Should really be killing this game off. Right, I'm fed up with this because I've got to be noting it. Willicom, I say Willicom, he's acting like him. Ian Brines has been acting like Willicom. We've been in the way quite a lot today. He just managed to block off a pass to Hooper there. I think that's about 4 he's been in the way today. First time he's managed to hit the ball, mind you. But they've just taken a free kick and given it straight to Samaras. Samaras running up now, plays it wide to Hooper. Hooper knocks it again. Commons plays it in. And doesn't quite make it to Samaras. And Hearts can get it clear again. Another decent chance as they get it out wide. It was put there by Wanyama, and then the ball back, but only managed to header it wide of the post. 73 in the clock now. Another booking for a Hearts player. This will get a free kick for this one. The place with our sub getting ready. I think it's Lassad. For Adam Matthews.
Substitution for Celtic player off is number 2, Adam Matthews. Player coming on is number 11, Lassad.
Let me guess, Lustig out to right back. Actually, Matthews looks like he's hobbling away, but I wonder if it's an injury one. So that'll move Lustig and probably drop Wanyama into centre half and drop Commons into midfield, I think. We'll need to wait and see. Anyway, it's a free kick to Celtic. Commons whips in. Hearts get it clear for a corner. Corner isn't very well worked in, unfortunately. Too easy. Near post one. Got it away. And then we're going to have the slow build up again. So now we're not going to whip it in. Gets cleared only as far as Samaras, who waits forever to bring it down. He plays it out wide, flag goes up, offside. Commons at the side there, but anyway. I think Chris Commons has had too many bangs today, he's struggling. Seems to be holding his chest. I don't know, at least his ribs, maybe. Physio's on to get him. I mean, he is walking off, but he wandered over for a bit holding his... It looks like his ribs. Then he sat down in the turf. And imagine we're making our third sub now. Interesting to see who we put on. Rogner looks like he's getting stripped, I think. That's an appalling decision with the referee. That's well just obviously stumbled and fell down. And the referee is giving him the free kick. He obviously took flight. Anyway, Commons is off, Rogner is on. So that'll be one yellow back in the centre midfield again. Unbelievable get that free kick for him. Mother apart, but it's giving them a chance to come at us. 3-1, game sorted. Good bit of play down the right hand side. Bruni managed to suck in a lot of players. Eventually poked a wee ball through to Gary Hooper, who fired that into the net. Just says a good bit of play with Lustig before it with Bruni. So 3-1 to Celtic now, and 5 minutes left. Hearts with an sub. Cue the exodus from the away end. And to be fair, the home end.
Substitution for Hearts playoff is Kane Fallon, and the player ones get Sean Fallon. You know, it would be funnier slagging them off if it wasn't happening in all the other stands as well. I think everybody knows the game's done now. Still one action to be played in the part of them. Yeah, coming again. Bruni out wide to Lustig. And back to Bruni. We'll slow that down again. Just the 2 minutes added on to that. Which is odd because there's been a few subs. And at least an injury to Chris Commons. Great ball in. Yes, it's in the net. There's a cracking ball in, so good that when Hooper missed the header, it still fell to, I think it's Lassad, who fired it into the top corner for 4-1. See it now, it's a great run by Zagara and an absolute peachy of ball. And with his first touch, almost since he came on actually, it's his first touch, but it was his first touch of the move. He managed to guide it into the top corner, well out of reach of the keeper. So 4-1. A bit more realistic for the way this game's gone, to be honest. It's taking us a while to get the 4, but let's not complain. Well, we're going to keep going. Hearts are taking centre. Surprised you didn't just blow. We are only just into the 2 minutes added on, so I suppose they better play them, which has just indicated them. Some of the Hearts have just knocked the ball out of play and got a throw in for it. It's been that kind of day for the referees as well. Sorry, as he's nicked that away. Assad gets a wee push. Nothing given. As usual. That's going to come again. Lustig last clear. Hearts have it in their own half. They're not wanting them going anywhere, and there is a full-time whistle. Comprehensive victory for Celtic there.
as you'd expect, really. Given the relative positions of the two teams in the league this season. Adam Matthews gets man of the match. Not a bad bet, especially that devastating first 20 minutes. First 10 minutes. Never. Anyway, quick turnaround. Tuesday night is the next stop for Dundee United. They can enjoy the 3 points, depending on the results elsewhere, or at least 9 clear at the top. Maybe more? Yeah. Take me sign off. Hell. Good evening from Celtic Park. Feels like 5 minutes since I was here. Supposed to you guys, it is 5 minutes because we just heard the Hearts game. But don't worry, it is in fact Tuesday night now, and it's we're here to see Dundee United take on Celtic. And a few bangs and bruises for the weekend's game, of course. There is no Chris Commons. Adam Matthews, who also went off in that game, has dropped to the bench. So we now see a starting line-up of Lucas Zaluska continuing in goal. A back four of Michael Lustig. Thomas Rogner comes in alongside Charlie Mulgrew, and Emilio Izagiri at left back. In the midfield we now have Kyle, who's in for Scott Brown, Victor Wanyama, Joe Ledley and George Samaras, and up front it is Lissad and Gary Hooper. Now, as I said, Matthews is on the bench, Scott Brown is also on the bench, and completing that is Robbie Thompson, the goalkeeper. Rami Gershon, Tony Watt, Dylan McGeer, and once again Anthony Stokes, who played about 60 minutes last night apparently. I think Rami Gershon played something similar. That was in the under-20s 3-1 victory over Motherwell. So they're getting some game time at least. Whether we'll see them tonight, we'll just need to wait and see. This is of course our game in hand. Well, it's a game in hand over Motherwell at least, because Inverness have also played a game less than Motherwell with a postponement just before the winter break. But this game was originally scheduled for August, and we went to Philadelphia, and it was originally scheduled for December, and we went to Arbroath. I'm sure out of the two trips we preferred going to Philadelphia, because Arbroath was freezing, and it's not exactly warm here tonight either. I think we've dropped to about 0 degrees. Everybody's putting layers on, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of attendance we get tonight for a midweek match. It's always a wee drop. Obviously, we folk can't make it all off Ireland and other mitigating circumstances, but that's life. Alright, running a wee bit late when it looks at the clock, but the two teams are emerging now. Today's referee is Ewan Norris, he's leading them up. Aye, Ewan Norris. Once again, both teams in their home kits, because Tangerine doesn't clash with Green Away Hoops anymore, Maroon does. We're now spending the next 5 minutes doing the lines up, the handshakes, the coin tosses, photos of the mascot as per usual. Worth knowing that it's George Samaras captain tonight. The stadium's filled up pretty well, so it's not quite as busy as it was on Saturday. Never expected it would be, but it's not bad. Right, all the photos and stuff are done. Time for a huddle. And it will be Celtic to kick off. So let's get cracking. First decent chance of the game goes Celtic's way, a couple of minutes in. And Izagiri was upended out wide, resulting free kick. Mulgrew whipped in, Samaras got ahead to it, but could only glance it past the far post. Interesting thing, this is a completely different line-up up front. And the first time we played Dundee United, we had Miku and Tony Watt. Well, Tony Watt might have came on. Certainly they were the two goal scorers up at Dannadies. There's no sign of Miku, and Watt is on the bench. So, hopefully we'll be different goal scorers today. Man United have just passed up a glorious chance. Kyle's edge of the box played a poor pass which United intercepted, carried up the park. Johnny Russell had plenty of space. Gary Mackay-Steven had even more space after he got played in, and somehow put the ball wide. So that's warning sign there for Celtic. That was all too easy to get through us. And a chance for Hooper there. And the ball got played from one side of the penalty box to the other and back again. It was eventually back post, but tried to pull the ball out there first time with a shot, but put it wide. It's an open game so far. Only 5 minutes gone. Not quite get going yet, just a wee bit too soft at times, getting easily muscled off the ball at times. And we just had the moment of heart and mouth when Zalewski battered the ball off John Daly. Unfortunately, it went well wide, nearly didn't go out. Two of them were chasing after it. Eventually went out, just when he got there. So, goal kick we'll have again, but need to wake up a bit. First corner of the game there. Bit of a quick interplay between Hooper and Assad, and eventually the Samaras a quick shot, but it's deflected wide. So we'll see what we can do with us. Small group to take up. In swinger. Keeler punches, headed back. Looked to me like Samaras just knocked out with his arm, and the referee has indeed indicated that. They cleared it. That was off power Assad's header anyway, but the defender on the line probably got it. So I'm guessing Samaras' intention was to deflect it away from where the defenders weren't into the net. Never even done that. Into it. What a break of a part that was! 1-0 Celtic from a Dundee United corner. It was headed clear. I think it was Hooper that lashed it forward to Assad. Assad was then kind of one-on-one while Dundee United tried to track back. Fortunately, Samaras and Hooper were both tracking forward as well. Hooper made a decoy run which sucked them in. Assad picked out Samaras, who then picked out Hooper, who was finally in position to slot it under the keeper for 1-0. Absolutely brilliant for the three strikers. It started and finished by Gary Hooper. That's 90 minutes in the clock in the opening goal. I think he'd stay if he came up with a better song. I don't know. At least we are singing his name. First bout of the game as a man was never getting there before Izagiri did. Slid in, all he did was get Izagiri. So it's a free kick just outside the penalty area. Half an hour gone now. I don't have much to talk about since the goal. This is a decent chance, so gets loose to go over it. Looking up for a shot, but it's been deflected on the air, and Dundee United can clear. All the way up into our half. Not all came out that, unfortunately. Chance here. Oh, it's been blocked. What a cracking ball it was for Gary Hooper through to Assad. Looks like he sent him in, but a defender raced back to block the shot. fair, it did take so long to get on the end of it and take a shot that I missed it before it hit record. Anyway, corner kick, Charlie Mulgrew over it. Another in-swinger coming up. Oh, nice taking that low out to Lustig. He's going to whip it into the back post where Wanyama's waiting. That's in the net! Oh, Wanyama completely unmarked. Straight off the training ground. It was a short one out to pretty much a corner of the box, just outside it. Lustig whipped that into the back post. Catching Dundee United out completely. Wanyama header into the bottom far corner. So 33 minutes gone, 2-0. Two decent chances for Kyle, and he's managed to put both of them in the stand. First one was probably asking a lot, but second one dropped really nicely for him. Cracking through ball, he managed to keep the defender away from it, got possession, but defender lunged in front of him and he took it probably slightly too early. It's 40 minutes gone now. A couple of chances to make it 3 now. Not quite taking him yet. Sore one for Sammy in the penalty area there. Lassad whipping the ball in after being gifted it. A few jokes are in here to get a head and shoulders on for that advert that's doing the rounds. I'm sorry, can't help it. Brilliant advert. Advert Greece, YouTube. Just have a look. Head, shoulders, Samaras. It makes everything better. I think Ledley's applied it now. Oh no, Ledley's just getting a drink, never mind. He went up for a header, the defender kind of headed him and the ball because I've got a corner. There we go, all better, all conditioned. Obviously ready to get off and can't be here for the corner, but it's another in-swinger, rather. They've all been in-swingers. Mulgrew again. This one gets whipped in to the back post where Wanyama's waiting again, and it's hit the bar, and Hooper thrashed that, and I don't know how that stayed out. It seemed to bounce off somebody in the line and stay out. And Wanyama's header hit the frame. The opposite corner where he was standing, rather. The eventual shot came in, and it's another corner. Samaras still waits to come back on. No, he has been waved on. If he notices, he's short corner, not sure that was allowed. Samaras tries to hang it at the net, but Bhoys is over the bar. I don't think that one's allowed, sorry. They're raging about it, Dundee United. I'm not surprised, that's him being waved on to a play where he's active. There's no Dundee United players out there waiting for him. We just took the corner quickly. Nothing like the St Johnstone one earlier this season where Watt was waved onto the park as St Johnstone lost the ball at the other end and we hoofed it to him. At least that was an honest mistake. Should use that term. That was just poor refereeing from you and Norris, I think. Anyway, we've got a minute to half time now. And so Ledley's just picked the ball up. Short one as again, back to Mulgrew, back to Zaliska. I think we're going to get at least a minute added on because Linesman's got his board. Well, Fishman's got his board, sorry. Launched forward to Samaras. He brings it down well and turns. Missed the slide to keep the ball. Does so and gets pulled back by Wanyama. Skids another one and gets taken out by Rankin. Unbelievably, the referee waves him up. I don't know why I said Wanyama, it was all a flood that took him. That's got to be the biggest error ever. Minute added on now. Don't know what it bounds a bit. Guy nearly kicks it's Russell Seed. So it's a free kick to Dundee United now. I really don't know what the bounds about. Oh, somebody's getting hockled at the Celtic end. Making a song and dance about it, whoever he is. Maybe on apart. As he gets his Skinner man, tries to play through Kyle, but doesn't quite make it. United can come again. Out wide, tries to put the ball in, and it's blocked. Hit off a defender, out for a throw, but then it doesn't matter because that's half time. Well, there was a few shaky moments in that half, but 2 goals when it mattered. And still looking more likely to add to that rather than get pegged back. So, go back with that. Well, Zaluska's out. Dundee United are out. Just waiting the rest of the Celtic team now. One real concern at the moment is Dundee United have a nasty habit of being a lot better in the second half. Well, for several years now they've been like that. So as long as they're not sleepy at the back, we should be fine. But then we'll be sleepy at the back occasionally in the first half, so we'll see how the second half pans out. Here we come now. Doesn't appear to be any changes. So we are ready to go, and Dundee United will kick off the second half. First decent move in the second half, Celtic's way. A lot of interchange between Samaras and Azagiri. Azagiri eventually crossing it to Assad. Did he really see it coming? I don't think. Kind of hit him and headed him up in the air. But seemed to have fallen into pretty much the same pattern we were at in the first half. So far so good. If it is one of the best indication that we're just settling into the same pattern. Dundee United about a sub already, 5 minutes into the second half. Doesn't seem to be a knock, just a technical sub by the looks of it. Enough. Another chance for a set piece for Celtic now. Joe Ledley managed to skip by a man who then blatantly tugged him back and Ledley never get booked for it. A chance to whip the ball in here. I think it's Lustig going to take it. Another in swing up. Right in swingers in it. It's going to be flat. And Mulgrew kind of did nothing with it when it got played to him. He kind of lashed at it. And Dundee United can almost but not quite break. They managed to knock it in there just in the nick of time to make sure they never got away. So, that was not a pretty free kick, to be honest. Bit of concern over Azagiri, who's just been clattered by Wallow Flood. He's been kind of thinking about doing that all bloody game, to be honest. And finally in the book for it. But I'd expected Azagiri to bounce back up again, but he hasn't done that. And the head's in the hands. Sitting up right now, but just slowly getting to his feet now. Looks to be okay. So hopefully he'll just get a I check over my back on shot, man. Right, yeah, he's ready to come back on already. So it's all good. Well, that was as close as Dundee United have come. You got a corner which wasn't actually a corner because all Lustig actually got was the man. But they took a corner anyway, and I thought it was as safe as the Lustig. Samaras's night's done. No, it's not. Samaras is handing the armband to Brown. It's Kyle's night, it's done. I was confused when somebody else goes to the touchline. Anyway, that's as close as Dundee United have come. 2-0, precarious lead. If you score the next goal, job's done. If you lose the next goal, it's game on. Quite as precarious as 1-0, obviously. Creating nearly chances at the moment. Another final quarter of the game now. It's 69 minutes on the clock. Ball on for the left Vizzagiri. Got to Samaras, but all he could really do was angle the shot towards goal, which he did, but the keeper was able to get down and collect. So it remains 2-0. We're still mainly controlling the game. Good move for Celtic, building possibly. Widely out wide to Samaras. Samaras trying to take on his man, cuts in, takes his shot. Deflects off a Dundee United defender for a corner. For a few corners. But definitely favour in-swingers today. Lustig was taking a few. You know, as I've said that, they're actually going to have an out-swinger for a change. Mulgrew's out there to take this one. Fixtures. Commentators, course. United have got another sub ready. Was whipped in. And I think we've just managed to clear our own shot off the line. I think Wanyama hit Lasad with it. And that was another chance there. Whipped in. Back post. I think it was Rogner actually was the man running in. Samaras looked to be offside, but he was standing still. Rogner couldn't quite get there. And it is Rudy Scatchell coming on for Mackay Stephen, I think.
Substitution for the United player off is number 1 Gary Mackay Stephen.
Yep.
Coming on is number 51 Rudy Scatchell.
Scatchell getting the appropriate treatment. He's probably got a Hearts top on underneath that. Celtic ready another sub as Michael Lustig gone off, and coming on is Adam Matthews. So straight swap, fresh legs. It's 73 o'clock. Lustig looks alright. No, just tackled. Cracking through a ball for Joe Ledley there. Played Samaras in behind. So, unfortunately, Dundee United had a big line to try and get past to get a ball from Samaras to Lasad. And out for another corner. I think deflected off about the second one, maybe the third one. That outswinger. As far as Rogner, headed up in the air. United get it half clear. Wanyama picks it up outside the box. He goes back to Brown, across to Matthews on the halfway line now, across to Zagiri, and puts it down towards Joe Ledley. Ledley goes back again, Mulgrew in his own half now, Matthews carries it forward, bit of space for him there, puts it out wide to Hooper, in for the edge of the box, takes a shot, and it's way over the bar. Clock's winding down now, 13 to go. 3-0 Celtic, game over, another break it apart. We have literally just cleared it off the line. The corner came in, and Zolska made a couple of attempts at clearing it with his fist. Eventually dropped to Scatchell, who tried to dink it. Mulgrew then cleared it off the line with his head, placed it out to Adam Matthews, They played it up the park. Samaras eventually going to the other end there. Played it in, low and hard, and Hooper flicked it into the net. That's the second time tonight we've broke out the park and scored. And twice it's been Gary Hooper in the end there. So 10 minutes to go, 3-0. See the job done now. Now we're again pretty much done. This gives us a chance to reintroduce Anthony Stokes to the occasion. He's coming on for Lassad, I think. It's again. The confusion was that Lassad was the number that went up and Ledley went sprinting over the line. He went over against instructions. So Lassad goes off. And Stokesy makes his welcome return. "4-0 Celtic." I thought Hooper's chance had gone, but eventually played it out wide. I'm not entirely sure who actually finished that. Scott Brown. Curled that into the corner. One touch to beat his man, one touch by the net. Good finish. I knew it wasn't Stokes. he was stood on the other side, where Hooper was. Hooper did have a chance to strike and didn't take it, which for a guy on a hat trick's a bit odd. He took a few more touches, played it to Bruni, and Bruni put it in the net instead, so can't even complain. That was close. Scazio got a bit of space, took a shot, and it swerved wide. Good, that would have been annoying if he scored. Only a couple of minutes left, so this goes on to a clean sheet as it stands. Missed out man because of a stupid deflection on Saturday, so I think he'll be keen to get a clean sheet if he can. So a couple of minutes to go yet. 2 minutes to be added on, which we have just entered. It's, I think it's John Dale has just been flagged for offside. Not one of the ones that's the referee been a bit sympathetic, because I reckon we need about 3, given all the subs and a couple of re-knocks that's been in this game. But no, we get 2 because we're 4-0 up. Oh, that was Stokes' big chance there. Bruni was in, had a shot and it deflected into Stokes' path, but he snatched it and put it wide and high. Got to practice a bit of it. Let him off it. I think it's 2 on left. He's going to play him for a bit. Ball comes up, and the Rogner gets clear. On his Thursday United defender, Lennon picks it up, tries to play Samaras down the line, it's cleared again, as Gary picks up the rebound. Hangs on to it, turns his man, plays it back to Wanyama. Wanyama plays it across to Hooper. Hooper continues it across to Matthews in the back space. Matthews out wide to Brown. Short one to Stokes. Another short one to Ledley, just playing it outside the area at the moment. Back to Matthews, who whips the ball in. And there was nobody there to get it. It's headed clear. And the referee decides that's enough, not corner. Full time, 4-0. So Oscar gets his clean sheet. Gary Hooper gets man of the match. And we get to go home having seen 8 goals across 2 games the last few days. We are back here for Kilmarnock, but before that it is Hampden to play St Mirren on Sunday in the League Cup semi-final as we try and make a 3rd consecutive League Cup final. And that's all I'm going to say in that matter, because I don't like the League Cup and I hate playing St Mirren in Cups. It wasn't that long ago we played St Mirren 7-0 in the league one week. We lost 1-0, lost 3 next. No, it wasn't obviously, it was a new stadium, but still. Sucked. Hopefully That won't happen Sunday. But nevertheless, it's all about the league tonight. We are now 12 clear. Inverness still have a game in hand over us. Motherwell do not. So just finally played everybody twice and Hearts 3 times shortly. Stay home. Anyway, there we go home. Stay home. So there you are, that's us for another podcast. With Celtic back up and running, so am I. Next up, it's off to Hampden for the League Cup semi-final against St Mirren, and the following weekend it's a trip to Kirkcaldy for the Scottish Cup 5th round match against Wraith Rovers. In between, with another home SPL match against Kilmarnock, and of course there's a Juventus match on the horizon as well. 4 competitions to look forward to over the next couple of weeks, fantastic. The weekend before that sees another trip to Inverness, but unfortunately that's not a game I can make. So if you fancy a crack at doing what I do, that might be the perfect time to start. Don't worry if you don't know much about podcasting, all you need is some kind of digital recorder, be it a dictaphone or even just an iPhone with an app. Send whatever recording you get over to hhmparadisereport@gmail.com and I'll be only too happy to do the rest to get it out there. If you need any further help or you just want to give some feedback for the show, you can email that address, or there's always Twitter @hhmparadiserep. Don't worry, I'm not trying to palm this gig off on you all long term, but it would be nice to hear a different voice in here every once in a while, don't you think? Anyway, you've heard enough of my voice for 1 week I think, so time to sign off. This has been the Paradise Report, talk to you all again soon.
I can hear the Celtic sing, their hearts are filled with joy, 'cause Neil Lennon has brought up pride and thunder to the boys. Yes, we won the league again, tonight we'll paint the town. We'll play the Bhoys and God bless Shane McGowan. From New York to County Cork to Glasgow on the Clyde, even Whitehall's London town is draped in green and white. All the way from Galway Bay to Boston's Grand Parade, and Neil Lennon, you know we'll keep the faith. So raise that league flag high, we'll drink to Neil Lennon tonight. He brought back the thunder, he brought the pride. We'll sing and dance and celebrate, and we'll do it the Celtic way. Johnny's down in Conley Bar and Tommy's in the crowd. You can hear them singing all the way from Dublin town. No, you'll never walk alone, and we just can't get enough. In this grand old team, you know we'll always love. So raise that league flag high, we'll drink to Neil Lennon tonight. He brought back the thunder, he brought the pride. We'll sing and dance and celebrate, and we'll do it the Celtic way. There have been some days I know when things don't go our way. There have been some times when it all seems so far away. But I look down onto the crowd and I know it's gonna change. And we're gonna keep the faith and we'll do it and never let